So I can actually see
live.
So I can see your pretty face.
Oh. Wait, you can't see me right now? Oh, because you're using your phone. Hello,
Yeah.
everyone, and welcome to a live stream where we're going to be building wheels today. We have Kevin Czuba on site. He's our resident wheel building expert here at the Brantmore YouTube channel. And he teaches me how to build wheels every single time I do. So, what?
So we got to go through all that again?
Well, you see, it happens not often enough for me to learn how to do it. And I like talking to you. So,
appreciate it, man.
We're going to start out. I have Odyssey spokes. They're 184 length. And I haven't even opened them at all yet. These are courtesy of Brimstone Bicycles. And I have a question for Stony, 20 Grip, everybody in the chat. Which hub should we build first? Should we build the front? What?
You got a choice. You got what do you got front there?
We got the Tin Man in the front. And also the first reveal. Oh, I never filmed a... Dang it, that's why I was going to do this. I got to film some with my phone real quick. I had the logo lasered back into the hub, and I completely forgot to film some of it as some B-roll. So we're going to do that real quick. You guys get to be a part of the behind the scenes.
That's the hub that you polished, right?
Yeah, I polished this one by hand, and I had somebody I know that has a laser engraver engrave the Alienation logo back in it.
That's rad.
Yep, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of videoing here to show it off when I talk about it, because I'm not going to be able to show it as well once it's built.
You're doing a full Alienation setup, basically rim and hub with Odyssey spokes?
Yep, on both of them.
Okay.
And for anybody who's wondering what I'm doing, I'm videoing the Alienation logo on the Tin Man hub that I had lasered back into it after I polished it out. What are you working with?
I'm going to be going old school. I'm going to be going with a high flange 48.
Giving me a chance.
And that's going to be going on a 48-hole G-Sport.
That is sick.
So that'll be interesting. New old stock. Look at that.
Oh, baby. 48 hole. What's up, everybody? Show off this thing again. Kevin, do you have the volume for me on your phone turned down, or is that how you hear me right now?
That's how I hear you right now.
Okay, just checking. That works. You can see the Alienation logo back in here. Pretty cool. So should we build this one first? Or should we build the one that a lot of people are stoked on, the Venus?
I don't know. That Venus one looks pretty sharp, so.
It is pretty sharp, so let's see what everybody says. I'm trying to figure out the best way to even set these things down, because I'm trying not to touch them. I want to have the polish stay as nice as possible. And I recognize that it might not through touching it.
Yeah.
What's up, the monkey? What's up, Joshy? Yeah, that thing is nice. What's up, Donovan? What's up, Cole? What's up, 20 Grip, Old Fat Guy, BMX, Ryan McCarthy, Venus. Okay, fine. I guess we're doing that first. And we're building that to the Alienation Vandal rim, which I guess I can unwrap now. I'll take these off of here. Set these on my desk. I literally have, they're the caps for the Schrader hole for when you do tubeless. I literally have 4 of them on my desk just from building wheels right here. Let's cut these zip ties off. Of course, Got to give thanks to Alienation and Brimstone Bicycles as well because they provided the spokes. Now, Kevin, there's something very important with this wheel. What's that?
You have new spokes. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. Yeah. So the important part of this wheel is that I want the A to be visual through my valve stem cap or hole. I want to take one of those pictures like people do where they put their wheel up and they put their camera focus and you can see the logo on the hub. But I don't know how to make that happen.
Andy from Grindworks.
Are you not sure either?
Yeah, to get it to line up perfectly like that. Let's see.
Should I just like take the picture now and pretend like I did it?
Oh, absolutely.
I hope everyone's okay with a very casual live stream today because that's what this is.
Try to see, figure out which way you want to go with it. So if your logo, you might want to go.
It's anybody's guess at this point. Dropping stuff. I made my mom do a shout out to Park Tool in the edit. You figure out the angle it'll sit as you rotate before you build the pattern. Kevin's like, got it.
Basically, you've got your logo, you've got to start with like halfway because you're going to rotate.
I gotcha.
So basically, because when you turn, yeah, it's gonna be a little experimental, but you can just unlace it, lace it a couple times. You'll be fine.
Okay, that works. Which way should I have my writing facing? Should I have it facing the right side or the left side?
On the rim or on the hub?
On
itself?
The rim, because the hubs doesn't matter. It's gonna be, yeah.
Right. Well, we just got to make sure we match the front and the back. If you stand to the right side of your bike, you might want to have it basically upside down right now.
Right.
That way when you actually like flip the wheel up, since we're going to start with, you're doing a rear, I'm doing a front. So drive side down. If you start with your drive side down, have the logo
facing up.
Yeah, facing up, because that way when you come around and it's like the right side of your bike,
yeah, you'll be able to legible from the right side, and it'll be reading right to left that way. Boom, handled. Okay, so
I didn't know it was going to get so technical so quick today.
Well, this is the only one. I mean, I guess I could do the same thing with the other one, but where do we start?
Well, since we want to try to get that logo lined up, I would say find that logo and maybe go about halfway or a quarter of the way around.
Counterclockwise?
Yep. Counterclockwise with the cog facing down.
I think
then there's a cog.
So, oh, you can see me now, right?
Yeah, you're a little bit behind, so.
You should be able to see. Look how beautiful that hub is, though, honestly.
That is a really wild, like, machine job on there with those flat sides.
And then the CNC into it.
That's pretty wild. You're going to want to drop the through the non-drive side, not the drive side.
Oh, my bad.
It's all good.
Okay. Yeah, there's.
And that has the planetary internals, right?
Yes, sir.
Mm.
Where do we start?
Well, you got your first spoke drop through. You've got your valve hole across from you, right? It's kind of facing over on the opposite side of your belly.
Yep.
You're going to want to start that first spoke to the left of that valve hole.
We've got it correct, sir.
Spoke hole immediate. Basically, drop a spoke down through the, skip a hole on the hub, drop
and then
down.
Skip 3 holes.
Skip 3 holes on the 4th hole. Bam, pop her in.
You got it, boss. So, what was I going to say? I can't remember. I'm going to try and do this in a way that everyone can see. So how do I know right now, like, can I get a guess of if I have it placed right for the logo thing?
If you put 4 spokes in and then give it a turn
Counterclockwise?
Counterclockwise, because you're gonna want to spin them away from the valve hole, and then you can kind of get a kind of a down idea.
How far am I rotating it, do you think?
About a quarter turn, give or take. Should be pretty close.
I feel like that's pretty darn close. We're going to run with it. We're going to see what it does. Because there's no way I can show people to see if we've got it right. Welcome back to this wheel building channel. Something like that.
I'm sure there's some guy out there that has the exact spoke hole count, et cetera.
Yeah, his name's Paul Rad and he works at Ray's.
Yeah.
Just because he does it literally every single day, it seems. I'm going to be a little slower, even more so, just for the fact that I'm trying to show this as I'm doing it.
Yeah. I'm going to have a few more spokes than you.
Only 12.
And I can't remember if I figured it out as a 3-cross or a 4-cross. I think it's a 3-cross.
That is too funny. Oh yeah, if you guys didn't realize it yet, this is an episode in the new Bike Build series. Kevin, you're going to be the only guest in that whole series.
Nice. You're honored. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate you being my helper for wheel building, especially because all I really needed help-wise was you to tell me where to start, and now I can do the rest.
I'll just record that for you, and you can save it on your phone. So.
What, you don't want to do this with me again?
No, never.
Ma, I'm upset.
The fun thing is with your spoke calculators now that you can go on, pick your hub, pick your rim, but the problem you run into is that when you have something older, like this bad boy, I actually had to bust out the calipers and take measurements, like what's the width and what's the halfway point, what's the flange side, plug all that information in on one of the sites and just try to hope for the best. So.
Right. Somebody just said the only time we see this dude is when Brant needs help building a wheel. And you know what I say? The only time I see your username is when you have something negative to say.
Oh. What was that?
What? It's funny because I was looking at old live streams today because I'm downloading them and then re-uploading to a podcasting website so I can have all of my live streams, including the ones that you're in that don't have to do with wheel building.
Hey, CX 4130. It's like, yeah, we do it opposite, but it ends up the same. It's kind of funny how that worked out. You can start at like different points, but end up with the same, the same result.
Sounds like the Rubik's Cube.
I'm just trying to think if I have the book in here or not, where I tossed it, but I learned how to build from pre-internet from the book.
The Park Tool book?
Dog-eared over, I basically used that 4 or 5 page spread to do wheels for the longest time until I got it down. And yeah, that's how I learned how to do it. It was it just followed that same pattern every single time. So
yeah.
God, the only thing to make this thing better is if it was all chrome, but
All right, here we go. So it's rotated, and I feel like I'm not going to be able to see the logo or the thing the way I want. Because I can't really rotate it far enough to actually see it good.
You may want to move every spoke over, like the one that you started at the valve hole with.
I started one too far over.
Go to the next one, and then kind of like move everything over. It's a bit of a pain in the butt, but maybe it'll be worthwhile. So.
You know what? Just so that I can say that I did this once, I'm going to do it.
All right. I'll wait for you.
What a guy. It's not like we're in a race or anything.
Yes, Josh, books. They're made out of trees,
What? They are?
How many holes do you have in rim, and how many holes do you have between spokes?
I'm not sure what you mean by that. Kevin, what anime do you have in the playing in the background?
I'm watching Grant. That's pretty enough for me right now. So.
Oh, what a guy. So what's been going on with your BMX stuff? I see you're participating in the USA BMX freestyle contest.
Yeah. Just currently in between jobs due to a downsizing, so I'm focusing on my BMX career. So I'm gonna trying to make the Ricky approach, out and see what happens.
That's so funny. You've been doing some really cool stuff though at what you've been posting.
Yeah, I had the time to kind of like throw stuff down, and the motivation from the BMX freestyle contest and the master class, like those guys are really good.
Dude, it's incredible the level of riding of everyone in BMX. Like you can't even say just like old guys, because it's literally just everyone. The level of riding of everyone is insane.
Oh, I'm glad that we're competing against like the kids that are 10 or 12 years old, because I'm watching this little kid do like flares and like 360s and bar spins. I'm like, that's cool. I'm like, you do that.
Yeah. And then you've got people, or not people, then you've got you doing your run, and it's like the most incredible string of tricks that I've ever seen you do, and it's awesome. And you do them in a row.
It's stringing them together. It's like you do it as a one-off. It's like, okay, that's cool, but you try to link, when you have to start linking things together, that's when things get really so.
Dude,
it's tough.
That's why whenever I ride, I take forever to do anything, because I figure out one trick and then I'm like, oh, I can do this in front of it. And then I'm trying to land the in front of it part and I'm like, oh, I could do this afterwards.
Yeah, that's one of the things that my friends, when they're filming, they've learned the rule. It's like, don't stop filming.
Yeah.
Because this is going to end.
Right.
And it's like, I try to give them a general idea of where I'm going to be. If I lean left or I lean right and I go in that direction instead, it's like, just be ready and just keep filming until I tell you to stop.
Exactly. And with the way that you ride, that's like, you literally just have no idea what's going to happen. You probably sometimes don't even have an idea.
Oh, sometimes I have a big idea, but then something will hit, it'll just work, and it's like, okay, let's go with that. So it's semi-pre-planned, yet free-form, so.
Star power, do you believe in it? Or special meter?
Yeah, basically, it's like, well, although it seems to almost be an opposite, it's like it gets kind of cleaned out. So sometimes it'll get a little greedy at the end, and it's like, I'll just throw one more ground bar in there, and that's when I fall over. So,
Yeah, I screwed myself on a Hoppo bar the other day. hop bar, because I was doing a flat ground decade, and then I figured out, I want to try and do a couple tricks after it on flat. So I did a crank flip real quick, and then I like rushed to try and do a bar spin and didn't get it. So I had to spend another 10 minutes landing another flat ground decade. And like the scene at the skate park at that moment in time, or not at the skate park, the scene by the skate park was like insanity. It was like a scene out of Trailer Park Boys there for a second. If this is wrong this time, I might not fix it.
Yeah.
Come on, where's it at?
Yeah, this is a lot of chrome already.
What?
So this is a lot of chrome already. I feel it's.
So how far do you think this is gonna be, rotation wise?
What was that again?
Just wait on the stream to catch up and tell me if you think that's as far as it's gonna go.
Yeah, mine's got a bit of a lean to it, so wait for my YouTube to catch up. So hang on.
You're good.
It looks like we're about 20 seconds behind.
Jeez, well you'll get it in a second. I won't have to hold it anymore. Cause I think I still need to go a whole nother spoke for it to be like parallel to it.
Like, I'm sure we have it down to like this, but I almost feel like it's kind of like a kind of check and see kind of thing. So,
yeah.
Good.
Well, you know the beauty of this is that I can sit here and do it and fix it if I need to.
Let's see. I don't know if I can get that close on mine.
Yeah, oh, you had it for a second. It was there. We could see it.
The holes are packed a lot.
Right. Those dudes are going to be spinning and flipping and whipping, and you are 100% right. The what did it say? Men's finals should be hell of a throwdown. Yeah, literally, it's going to be wild. So, go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm really hoping to get to Woodward for at least one of the like live competitions.
Yeah.
It's really rad to see these guys in person and kind of get some live runs going instead of just the internet. I figured it would be a heck of a lot of fun. That's like the end of May. So hopefully things work out and that all happens as it should. So
right. I was actually just going to ask about that. Can you like give the rundown of how it actually is working with the digital transferring to the physical and everything?
From what I can remember, and I think on the website they made a better explanation. I believe there's 10 digital comps throughout the year, and 3 or 4 physical ones. The first one's in Arizona, and it's coming up real quick. If I wasn't using my phone to film, I'd probably be looking it up for you right now.
Yeah, it's very soon.
But it is very soon. And they are taking into account that you can't make it to all the physical ones. They're going to take your best score out of, however many that you do. They have a much better explanation of it on their website. Go check that out. And anybody that's on the fence about doing it, do it. It's $10. Like, have some fun. It's like, whether you're an older rider or a younger rider, there's classes available, and it'll just help push you and just make you a better rider. And it's like, the support in the men's group has been phenomenal. Like, the over 40 masterclass, it's like, a bunch of us have reached out to each other, comment on each other's stuff. And it's like, it's really kind of fun. So I really do look forward to see how this goes by the end of the year. So, we're 3 rounds in right now. So yeah, it's a pretty wild ride. So
Yeah, I was just kind of curious as to how they actually structured it. It's interesting.
okay, I think I'm 4 props here now that I'm looking with.
Sweet. I'm still working on the first set. Being a perfectionist, but because no one is ever going to see it except me and the picture that I take when I'm done. The monkey, he just asked me what recording equipment I use. Are you referring to videos or this live stream or what? When it comes to videos, for the most part, I use my iPhone 12 Pro Max for videos these days. Sometimes I use my Panasonic GH4, but that's the video setup for the most part. Okay. We are golden. I'm not redoing it again if it's wrong. I don't care. Okay, so on the other side, actually I guess I should look at this because I just redid it twice. There we go. That's parallel to it now. Sweet.
Sweet.
Cool. Okay, anyway, where do I start now with the other side?
So when you flip it over, you're gonna want to rotate away from the valve hole.
You're gonna what?
Rotate away from the valve hole. So basically, you don't want that first spoke crossing over the valve hole.
I'm so lost.
So when you flip the wheel over to and you're kind of like looking down
Yep.
the drive side now.
Yep.
When you rotate that hub, you're going to want to have that spoke going away.
Oh, yeah, I got that.
Gotcha. And then when you sight down the hub, it's a little bit difficult because of those staggered flanges.
Right.
You're going to want to go, I got to go back and find mine now. You're going to want to go one spoke hole to the right now of the first one that you put in. So when you drop down through,
yeah,
basically it's going to hit just on the other side. It's going to hit on the right side of that first spoke.
Right,
So,
and if you go to the one the left of that, it'll hit to the left side of it. So you know you're on the right side. Okay, so I'm in there. Do I drop it down in or pull it up through?
Down in.
Okay.
Yep.
Got it. Now what? Where do I put it?
And then you're going to put it next to the one that is next to the valve hole.
To the right of it?
Yep.
Oh, we're in now, boys. Let's go.
I mean, the other we together haven't failed yet, so I figure it's got to be working. So.
What's that?
I said the other wheels that I've helped you build haven't failed yet, so I think we're doing okay. So.
No, I was considering using grease on the spoke threads so that I wouldn't have to true it quite as much the first little bit. But I decided not to because I was like, well, he doesn't do that, so I'm not going to do it right now.
Thread lock up on there, to each their own. I mean, you see that I basically stand on my back wheel sideways, and I figure if those hold up, I'm doing something right.
I was mainly thinking about it for just the first couple trues. I figured if I put grease on the threads of the spokes, it might not be as bad, I guess.
If you were using alloy nipples, absolutely.
Oh, okay, but brass nipples, no.
If you're ever lacing with the alloys, you absolutely need to. With the brass, I tend not, but I'm sure somebody will chime in and say that I should.
It was just a thought that I had. We're getting there. I can't believe this.
So it's like it's kind of a weird spot on a comfy surface.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm not truing them in this one. And also because I have 2 that I have to build. And you know how long it took me last time when you left before I was done truing.
And I have the utmost faith in you that you'll be able to true it out.
Well, considering how much of a perfectionist I am when it comes to truing, I am not worried about it at all. And
we're on breaks. You have to, you know.
Right. Well, and I have the proper tools for the job with the shout out to Park Tools.
Absolutely.
Dude, I just had an idea. But I can't say it out loud. Kevin Czuba is all that is BMX. Eric Barrett. What a guy. Someone said you're going oil slick, Brant. Say it ain't so. Well, about that. I'm just not going to say anything. Orville, Ohio says, what's up? What's up, Orville, Ohio? We're building wheels over here in Worcester. 15 minutes away. All right, Kevin, I'm done with this side. What do I do?
This is really reminding me how much I hated like building like 48 spoke wheels.
That's funny. Dude, I cannot wait to spin this thing when I'm done.
When I was texting you earlier, I thought that I had another fishbone hub out in the garage.
Yeah.
To match the build that I'm working on here, which basically it's been like a stalled out build for like 5+ years.
Well, that happens.
The old fishbone hubs were drilled for 12 gauge spokes. So the old Primo, like super thick. So I have leased a few of them. So I've had to actually take and drill out the spoke holes on the rim in order to fit.
Yeah.
And then when you're like a 3 or a 4 cross with 12 gauge spokes.
That sounds like it would be really hard to do.
It's not fun.
So my question here is, does it matter where I start to do the rest of it?
Nope. No, you can start wherever you like.
Man, it feels like it's so much pressure. Like, it doesn't feel like it's right, but it is. As you rotate the hub, and then you cross it 3 times, and then you put it into that spoke hole, and you're there.
And you just follow that pattern.
And you end up on the left side of the spokes you've already put in, I'm pretty sure. Now I remember why. I remember the struggles from this past few times. I need to get 186 spokes next time.
Did you get short spokes again?
They're not short, they're just not long. I got the shorter one for the hub I'm doing, and I guess it's going to benefit me that I'm doing drive side first, or non-drive side first, because I'm getting the... What?
because the staggered flanges, it called for like 184 on one side, 186 on the other, or something like that, right?
Yep. And I'm doing the drive side or non-drive side first, so technically I'm doing the hard way first. And I think I might have tightened my threads down like way too much from the start.
Gotcha.
So my wheel's basically just going to be tight whenever I'm done.
The thing is, when you go to true it, you can always, since you have the proper tools for the job, you just like tighten one side, especially since one side will be a little bit long.
Yeah. See, I already... Gosh darn it. Come on. You can do it.
You should just let down just enough to hold it.
I can't hear you.
You don't want to put it in too much. You don't want to bury it in the way.
Don't want to what?
So you don't want to bury that nipple all the way down in the threads. You just want to basically get enough to hang on.
Yeah, see, I all the way threaded it down.
That's probably giving you a lot of tension to fight against.
Oh, it is. But you know what? My wheel's going to be done whenever I get it done. I will not do this for the front, which crap. I just realized my spokes might be too short for the front. Let's hope not.
Somebody go on bmxspokecalculator.com. What he needs for his front hub.
I have a Tin Man front hub with a Felon front rim, and I believe that my spokes are probably going to end up too short.
Better than too long, because I've had that happen where, the difference in length doesn't sound like a lot until you start tightening everything down and you realize that, oh crap, everything's coming through the nipples. So
yeah, I've had that happen before too, and I just run it.
There seems to be a pretty big margin of error for these.
I would agree with that for sure.
I'm sure that anyone on here has seen folks at the skate park with wheels that you're just like, how is that even up and running right now?
Son of a gun. Next time I do this, I'm going to give away a prize for the person who guesses how many nipples I drop into the rim in the process.
I've dropped a few into floor.
Oh gosh, 48 hole. You got lots more spoke or nipples you could drop.
Also,
192 millimeter? No way. There's no way. For 3-cross? That seems like excessively long. No, I have 184.
That's not good. Hey, Brent, I got an idea. The next time you build a wheel, you tell me what you've got. I'll order the spokes and have them drop shipped to you. So.
Well, see, the thing is, Odyssey just had these in stock, so I had Brimstone get them for me, and I just assumed they were going to be the right length.
Yeah, you can't assume. You gotta double check. There's so many different lengths nowadays. I mean, you're usually within 184 to 188, but
that's what I'm saying. 180, 190, just 192 seems so crazy.
You got a really thin hub.
What?
Is that like a really like small diameter on the flanges there?
See, that's what I just noticed about it, is that the diameter looks extremely small compared to the small side on this one, and even these are looking short for this rim. So, I may have to get some spokes.
Right, I'll keep everybody entertained while you run to the shop.
What?
So I'll keep everybody entertained while you run to the shop.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that. Can I just like... What?
I don't want to say I forgot that we were doing this, but I didn't have anything else to build because I haven't been able to get any parts or anything lately. And I was like, oh, I've got one. It's like I should be able to do this. I've got a ton of spokes. I go and look at them. I'm like 180. I'm like, did not have enough. I'm like, so I ran to the shop and it was digging around and I found some that would work. I'm like, all right, this will do it. They're chrome.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you have what you need. Because I'm slowly coming to the realization that I do not.
You want to borrow 48 hole front for a while?
What's that?
Said you want to borrow this 48 hole front for a while?
Well, see, the thing is, I'm waiting on a certain part to come in for my bike yet, so I am not in a rush to build it. So it'll be fine if I do have to get spokes and wait. Who sells 188 millimeter spokes pre-cut?
88?
Yeah. Is it? Because
I was going to say, I know Blackout carries them in a couple colors. Odyssey should have them. They just might not be in stock right now. Everything in the bike industry is kind of completely foobar right now.
Right.
So, like, if they have things in stock, that's pretty much all you're going to get.
Right.
One of the other distribution centers that the shop works with, they just don't have anything. I was looking for 7-speed freewheels for like mountain bike, department store mountain bike replacements.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. I was looking for brake cables, nothing in stock. So looking for two.
It's kind of crazy. Like, good luck if you're a shop finding a distributor or a company that has pivotal seats in stock.
Oh yeah, I was talking to a kid that was asking about stuff, and I said, like, Blackout, which feels like pink and cinnamon and whatnot, has, I think, somewhere in the realm of like 26 different seat varieties available, like between, probably more than that, but between options and colors, nothing in stock.
Right.
Yeah, the shops have it, but the distribution centers just don't have things right now. It's wild.
And the only shops that have it are the ones that caught it in stock and ordered as soon as they saw it.
The rough thing with the BMX stuff is that these shops that weren't normally ordering as much BMX stuff, since that's what was available, yeah, they're gonna grab an Odyssey linear cable and use that as a replacement part for somebody's mountain because it's what they could get.
Well, see, Brimstone bought Odyssey linear slick cable because they had the more expensive variant of it on sale for less than the normal one. So they bought 3 boxes of the housing.
Yep, because that's what they had.
Yup. I gotta get some extra nipples out of my rim so I have enough.
nipples,
What?
you get 40. I said you get 40 nipples instead of 50. You used to get 50.
Yup, I remember.
40 because you don't need all that extra. So
When I first got into BMX and I was getting wheels or getting wheel stuff, it was 50.
which was nice because then you had a bunch of extras. So.
Right.
Damn, look at that beast. Woo!
You're done? I'm still on the last round of spokes.
A lot of chrome. That's shiny.
What rim am I lacing right now? This is the Vandal. And I will be lacing a Felon. Actually, I probably won't because I don't have the right length spokes. And I don't know, at what point will I know that they're too short?
When you probably get to that, your first crossover, and all of a sudden it turns into like, oh no, you can't reach the nipple.
Okay. So, what are the chances that 184 would work?
When calling something, what did you say the front is? Front's a Felon?
Yeah, Felon and, well, people looked it up. QBP says 188.
All right. I use. I'm actually looking right now, so.
Well, I'm saying 188 is probably it because CX works at a shop, and then there's Josh in there making guesses, and then somebody else had already looked it up.
You said it's a Felon for the front, right?
Yeah. 10
Well,
man
according to BMX Spoke Calculator, it is 192 with a 3 cross. Now those are with verified by the manufacturer, like ERD.
Yeah, which is 395.
So, 395, and with a verify on the hub of the flame sizes, which is kind of small. Wow, 38 millimeter.
See, that's why I just assumed that 184 would work because I've always used profiles, and I just assumed. I didn't think.
I ran into that a couple of times. I had a set that I was lacing one time, and the ERD was listed incorrectly from the manufacturer. So, followed the calculation and laced everything up, got to the tightening phase, and finally got to the point where I'm like, why is so much sticking out? I thought I did something wrong. I unlaced it, relaced it, same problem. I ended up calling and double checking and stuff like that, and some measurements were taken and whatnot, and found out like, oh no, it was off by like 4 millimeters or 2 millimeters. It was enough that it was a drastic difference.
Yeah.
Once you pack it. So
See, that's...
but it's like 2 millimeters on this side, 2 millimeters on this side, and this gets nasty pretty quick. So
right. So do you think that 184 can be stretched to work? Or is that going to be way too far off?
Well, if you tape 2 nipples together, you might be able to make it.
So what you're saying is no.
I mean, you're trying to overcome, like 8 millimeters of difference?
That's not that far. It's only 8 millimeters.
Yeah. But then it's 8 millimeters on this side, 8 millimeters on the other side. So... yeah, you're kind of boned on that one, bud. Sorry.
Well, I guess I just got to find some 188 or 190 millimeters. Just buy super. What? CX. Can you log into your full factory account and see if Odyssey has any 192s in stock?
Let's see.
I'm willing to trade. I'm willing to trade a tube of 184s for some 192s.
I'm looking, hang on.
Kevin Jackson said, buy super long. What?
I got you.
How long are they?
192.
How many are there?
me check.
How many?
Plenty. Should probably stick these in the mail then.
I should
2,
probably come get them tomorrow.
6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 4, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36. Got 40 of them, so.
So, what's the weather going to be like in Buffalo this weekend?
Pretty craptacular from the looks of it.
Dang it. Full Factory has 192s as well.
Yeah, we're taking it for really suckers in priority mail. They'd probably be there by Monday.
But Kevin, I don't want to make you have to do that because then I got to send you my 184s and I could just have the shop get me some 192s.
You just send me something cool. You don't have to send me spokes.
Yo, what can I give Kevin? I could give Kevin something.
Can I get a lock of your hair?
Bro, I will give you a whole clipping. I was going to say if it was going to be nice this weekend, I'll just come get them.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the weather's like. I think, I don't know if it's like Sunday's supposed to be nice or whatnot, but
What about
somebody in Buffalo, look up the weather, so.
what about 2 weekends from now?
I give some planning time, so.
Because, like, I don't need these right this second.
Yeah, it's Buffalo. The later you get into the year or in the middle of the year, the better your chances of weather can be nice. So.
Right. Well, I was just telling Charlie I wanted to come ride. In the 50s? See, I can't do that.
Yeah, it was like, what, 5 degrees last week? Yeah, and then right back down to like cold. So.
That's what it did here. I'm thinking I might wait a couple weeks because if I'm gonna drive 4 hours, I'm gonna drive south 4 hours where it's gonna be warmer.
Thanks a lot.
Well, I was already planning on coming out there, so I'll just come out there later and it'll be okay.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I was gonna say you're better off waiting till like end of April, beginning of May, because then it's like there's a much better chance of you hitting a nice weekend instead of like a freak random nice day.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to get the freak random day. I want to get the freak random nice entire weekend that's consistent. Because I want to ride street with Charlie and I want to ride skate park with you.
Maybe I want to ride street with Charlie too, you know.
You can. I'm just saying, like, that's my goals. Like, I don't know. It's like he just knows what you would like to ride or what you could do something cool on.
Yeah, he wants something good for me. And it was like a little robot cam, you know. I think it's going to look pretty sharp, so.
Sweet. Guess what? Last spoke.
Woo! I'm just doing like a light threading here since we're still chatting.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bust up the Park Tool TS the TS2. I'll wait on that for later, but I'll at least get these things down to no threads being visible. So.
Right. Okay, so people in the chat who know anything about building wheels, should I even try with the Tin Man right now? Is it even worth it to try, or should I just wait and do another live stream and do it with the right length of spokes?
Do you have any weights by any chance? You can try hanging the spokes with a weight on it and see if it'll stretch out.
Oh, I'm not going to try and do that. That feels like too much work. Look, this is what the Alienation Venus looks like built. Let's spin it. Dude, look how the light reflects off of that.
I'm watching that. Round. That looks nice. That looks really cool when it's spinning.
I'm stoked. Now I gotta clean it off on the inside.
I know that you like the quick engagement feel of those planetary hubs.
Uh-huh.
I tried one out. Josh had one of the free nights when they first came out.
Yep.
I personally, I like the slop of a free coaster. I like having mine kind of like maxed out so I can use that kind of wiggle room. With the free night, it was too quick of an engagement for me.
Yeah.
But folks that are used to a cassette and that are used to like a more, snappy engagement, it really kind of like, it helps those guys out immensely.
Right. Yeah, I couldn't do anything else. Oh, I shined it up. It's even better now.
That is pretty.
I just can't wait to have it on a bike. Oh, and the ALN looks so sick when it's spinning. Oh, dude, it's like an animation. I don't know if anyone's going to be able to see that here. No, I don't want to take off the fisheye yet. Which way do I got to go? Okay, here we go. Oh, no. Rotate it. I'm trying here.
Oh, go ahead. I'm watching you, and it's on delay, so it's kind of funny.
Oh, it's backwards. I need this way. You're not going to be able to see it. I'll have to video it a different way. But my whole goal, when I was doing designing stuff, was I wrote down something with persistence of vision. Have you ever heard of that?
What did you say? I'm sorry.
Persistence of vision.
Okay.
You ever heard of that before?
Probably, but why don't you explain it for those in the back seats?
Okay. So basically, the way your eyes work is like there's a little bit of a delay between like a light and what you're seeing. So like there's these things called persistence of vision machines, which literally will play an image for you with rotating LED lights, because the way your eyes work, that you'll see the image as if it was an image, even though it's rotating LED lights in a line, because it's basically creating the lines as it's spinning. So like that's called persistence of vision, where like it's so hard to explain in depth. I'll just Google it.
I think I've seen it like where you have like the bike wheels that can actually have like an animation going.
Yes, exactly. Here's a good definition of it. I'll read from Wikipedia. Persistence of vision traditionally refers to the optical illusion that occurs when visual perception of an object does not cease for some time after the rays of light proceeding from it have ceased to enter the eye. The illusion has also been described as retinal persistence. So it's talking about after images and things, and I wanted to design into the hub shell something that would make it so that when it was spinning, you could like read the logo, even though it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, even though it's spinning, you can still read the logo somehow.
Yeah, and basically what's going on here. Oh, that is so sick. You can see ALN in the exact same spot as if it was flashing in an animation or something.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, well, I guess I'm going to tighten the drive side down twice as much, since I only tightened it as far as I did the other side. Stuff. I got smart like you, and I took the flathead thing off of my Park Tool, the AWS 9.2. I unscrewed the flathead off of it and took it off of there to use to spin the nipples.
Yeah, a wheel tool that works that way, but literally, freaking drill bit, set up, it's perfect.
There's no
Because
better way to do it.
I say a lot of times the actual park tool for spoke tool, if the spokes aren't poking enough through, you have a hard time getting a bite on them. But this way, it also gives you a little more control. You can kind of do 1 turn, 2 turns.
Yup.
So, I mean, I'm not getting any persistence of vision, but it does look very pretty.
Oh, it's pretty, all right.
Like I said, they make it better as it's all chrome, but these hubs have been sitting out there for a while.
Yeah, dude, it's really cool that you just like have that stuff to build.
I'll show you what it's going on. Ugh.
Okay.
Like a project that got stalled like a couple years ago.
Nobody told me if I should or shouldn't try to build the front wheel, so I'm just not going to yet.
So we got this beast, which is a fishbone big ass.
Big what?
Fishbone big ass. But she's got a nice big massive disc. I might throw my back out holding it up this long. You can thread the pegs into the frame.
Wow, that is pretty nuts, dude.
Big old standing platform.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Easy bars. Gigantic aluminum gyro. And I'm gonna start hurting here. Wow.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't hold that too long, man.
That's already approaching a solid, like, probably 30 pounds right there.
Jeez.
That's without a wheel. No front wheel, no seat post, peg.
What are you planning for it?
Like I said, it got stalled out a while back. I just want to kind of just get it built up. I bought it from some dude that was local that had it powder coated white, and I was just like, okay, that sounds interesting. Let's play with that color scheme, black and white and chrome. So it's probably just going to be some, goofy display piece more so than anything. So
I gotcha. I definitely just went around more than once. Crap. Did 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. I guess I'm gonna go around once more, but do more. So 2, 3, that makes 4 turns. 2, 3. So I'm kind of confused here. There's certain spokes that the nipple is like sticking out way further than on the same side.
try like grabbing it and kind of like centering it.
But they're on even on the same side, it's sticking out more. I don't know.
Watch for the way to catch up.
What size is that sprocket? Oh, yeah, it's like the ones that go one direction are sticking out like a couple millimeters. The other ones that go the other direction are sticking out not that far.
Getting it down should equal out.
What?
Somebody was asking the size of the sprocket. It's probably a 40. It's a 45, I believe, 44 or 45. So it actually gets the sprocket behind, and it's got a chunk of aluminum bolt to it. So it's pretty heavy.
That's sick. 5, 6. I'm just gonna
out of that material nowadays.
What'd you say?
you could probably make like 3 or 4 bash guard sprockets out of all that aluminum. So
You might be right. CX is talking about how Alienation has their diameter of the hub differently than BMX spoke calculator.
Huh.
I can find it out and figure it out for myself too. I can get the exact number on it tomorrow.
Yeah, without the calipers. So.
And I can just ask Zach at Alienation.
Is anyone ridden up a gigantic sprocket? Like, is anyone enough to remember when think 25, 28, 9?
Oh, dude, I'd say most people in the chat right now are old enough to know. Kevin, I'm not going to do it now and then get frustrated because it's not going to work. You know what I didn't do yet? I didn't look through my valve hole. Oh, it's perfect.
All right.
It literally couldn't be better. Oh, I love it. This is just how I'm going to look at life from now on.
Staring down the valve hole.
Staring down the valve hole of a BMX rim.
I called you old because I am old, Stone. So.
Who's old? Totally just called us old. He literally has old in his username.
Yeah. I like Kevin Jackson's year ratio there, 20-8.
That's gnarly. I'm just trying to.
I know two selected people around here in the Buffalo area that are running some ridiculous like 33.9 or 36 or was it 33 to 36.9? I'm like, what the hell? Wrong.
I am running 29.9 currently.
Is that Russian sprocket?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to do this again in the daylight. But hot dang, I gotta get up the OBS so I can see. That's sick. Well, we built a wheel. It's pretty true right now too, actually.
Twisting your oh, okay. Like you mean like doing like the lacing where you actually twist the spoke and then lace it?
I'm assuming that's what he meant.
Like when you blew out a nipple and you just wrapped it around your other spokes because that was your only option.
That's currently what I do when I break a spoke.
Don't carry spares?
What?
You don't carry spares with you?
No, I should.
Yeah, it totally looks sketchy, man. Like it's more like a showpiece kind of thing to do.
Sorry, I'm annoying.
You're having fun. You're getting your B-roll.
I have a new toy. Oh.
Maybe we could radial lace the front with the 184s.
What does that even mean?
That means like no cross, just all straight like Flatlanders used to run that kind of setup. So
I am good. I will find out the flange on it and I will get the exact spoke length that I need. and I won't even use like listed numbers. I will just enter in the numbers that I need to figure out, and it'll work. Or I'll just ask Zach what length goes from the felon to the Tin Man.
Considering it's both Alienation products, so.
Yup. Well, I guess we done did it. How exciting.
You did like 3 hours this time. Good job.
Hey,
Very
listen,
proud of you.
I didn't true it. It could totally take 3 hours.
Like, but we don't have to sit here for that this time, so.
True, true.
But good job, man. We got 2 fancy wheels. You made me move farther on this project than I have in 5 years, so thank you. I appreciate it. Always a joy to hang out and kind of shoot the breeze as we build stuff.
Heck yeah. And stay tuned, people, because I guess I'm going to have to do this again at some point.
Absolutely.
I feel like I could do it on my own now, but if you want to chat, we can do another one sometime.
If you get stuck, you've got my number. Just give me a call. I'll be happy to walk you through. At least get you past the first round. So.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna put these away real quick just so I don't have to think about it.
Double check your math and then order what you need. So.
What's that?
Check your math and then order what you need.
Yup. And that way you don't have to think about it next time you need to build a wheel and you need 192s. Because you know that's what would happen. You'd be like, oh yeah, I have some. And then you'd go to check and you'd be like, oh crap.
It's the one time that I did not order the last round because I kept going through 184s, 186s, and 188s, so I could have doubled up so that I had them. But that's exactly what happened. I was thinking about 192s and somebody's going to show up with, a Tin Man hub and the right rim combination that's required. Folks.
Yep, that's what'll happen. Actually, it won't happen now that I'm going to get some. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to put this Tin Man hub away after we get one last look at it. Because, dude, how sweet is that? DIY polishing and logo put into it. Like, friggin' sweet.
That is pretty crazy. That's when you know you're going hard, Brant, when you're doing your own stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, literally, Zach gave me that idea. Because I asked if they had a polished front hub, and he said no, but I could polish a Tin Man myself if I wanted to. And I'm like, that's a good idea. That would make a really fun video if I did that. And, what's that?
You should do a limited run of like Brant Moore hand polished like Tin Man hubs. Just do like 10 of them or something,
Dude, I don't know. That's a lot of work. I would have to get them raw aluminum. I would not want to wait on or strip them out and do it. The funny thing about it is that they are going to make polished Tin Man hubs now with that logo CNC'd into it rather than like whatever it is on the other ones. So I just did all of that as a guinea pig, I guess, so we could see what they look like.
Proof of concept, right?
That's the word. All right. Well, everybody, we did it. I'm going to go play Warzone. And, yeah.
Yeah. The night is young, so go have some fun. You enjoy your night.
Everyone else enjoy your nights too. Thank you for tuning in. All 16 people who are still here right now after we built wheels. Appreciate it. And we'll